Hey, so today I will be drawing the conclusions from the week one of Build in Public project that I announced a couple of days ago. For those who don't know, I recently announced the fact that I will be building a Moldovan localized wedding platform in public with my dad and my family, and since this is a big build in public format, I will be doing a weekly, at the end of each week, I will be doing a weekly sort of summary of uh, the results we managed to achieve during the week, any insights or realizations we had, and document the process. There will be a lot of I will try to document everything, not just the technical part or just the business part, but all of it. So I hope for anyone who starts their own product, it would be interesting to follow the process. Anyways, today I want to cover a few wins that we managed to accomplish this week. Win number one, we picked the domain name. Number two, we decided on the dev stack that we will be using. I did the competitor analysis and mapped out the features that we will be implementing in our platform, and also did a quick put together a quick user flow based on one of the competitors. So. First thing first, the domain is officially purchased. It's wet.md. MD is not medical doctor. It stands for Moldova, for those who don't know. So I know it's a short domain, but I think I feel like it's strong, and I was surprised that it actually was available. We did consider a couple of other alternatives like wetlist.md. I think we considered Wedora.md. We considered a couple of others like SEO heavy sites. Another one that was available was never mind. I mean, there was 5 or so names that were pretty close, and honestly, the closest match that I almost went with was wetlist.md. But then I thought that there are two things. First of all, not everyone in Moldova speaks good English, so at least, it might be a problem that not everyone would understand the purpose of it. The secondary, I don't just want to limit the name to wedding planner. I want it to be like a platform. So having a name like wet.md, I don't know, it just makes it sound like we own the internet in Moldova. Like it's a very short, it's memorable domain name, and I think it has a great SEO potential. So that is done. I set up a temporary WordPress site on Cloudways, enable Cloudflare. So not much going on here right now, but we will get there. Moving on to the next thing, we mapped out the competitors. So I analyzed the existing competitors and the inspiration sites. So honestly, in terms of competition, as I mentioned in my post, there is not much. There is just this is who we are competing against. So someone who probably built the site back in 2007 and never updated the site anytime later. So honestly, it's sad. I'm still surprised that sites like that still run. But this is pretty much the state of the where it is. There are sites that are slightly better. But the thing that I don't like about them is the fact that they use they're not digitalized. Essentially, they have someone, for example, this particular company, they try to cooperate with my parents, so they call them up. They usually call them up before they have a lead that contacts them. So whenever you submit inquiry on this site, the inquiry goes directly to them, and then they sort of, if someone gets interested in your services as a musician, they call you up, say, hey, you will in 5 minutes a lead will call you, so please make sure you add a 200 euro markup, so you give it to us. So shady practices like that, obviously it's not a good way of doing business. So and I mean in terms of design, it's not the state of the art side. So I mean no point of going into the other ones. They are pretty much in the same shape. Some of them probably were built back in 2015. So some of them look a bit more like platforms, but again they don't seem to be updated often a lot. So sites like this, I think they are getting a lot of traffic. For this one, for example, they stated they have 100,000 monthly visitors. So I'm not sure how true it is. They have a Google Analytics stats from somewhere on the sales page. So apparently there is traffic, but again, it's owned by this small share of companies. In terms of inspiration sites, again, there was nothing local, but I did come across some platforms, some international, like Loverly.com, which seems to be quite interesting, although it feels a bit bland, to be honest, and it feels more like a software site, so it doesn't have this feel. And the only other site that I absolutely love, and I think we will end up actually stealing a lot of it, was the Moscow-based wedding company wetwet.ru. And honestly, I was surprised that it's like everything I had planned, everything I had started putting together when I was sort of brainstorming in Lovable, everything that I started putting together as features, I see it on this site. So they have the website builder, like the website invitation builder. They have the planner, the budget planner. I mean, to-do list for both the newlyweds and the vendors. They have the catalog. They have the e-commerce. They sell wedding dresses. They even have the agency. So I mean, a bunch of features, and it's looking really nice. So what I did is I started putting together sort of a user flow based on just map out the main screens, and next I will start putting together a user flow, see what we can take from them, what we can do in our own way, and try to analyze it a bit deeper, see how we can sort of base our platform off of something that's already created, so we don't have to reinvent the wheel. In terms of technology, this is where it gets interesting. In like 10 minutes, it took me 10 minutes to. Initially, I thought, okay, let's do it in WordPress, since we sell WordPress development services to our clients. I know this stack inside out, and it took me like 10 minutes to put together. Based on all the features that we want, it took me like 10 minutes to put together a list of features that the site will require, and a list of plugins that we can use to build out the platform. And I was like, oh yeah, so pretty much every feature is covered. We got, obviously it will be built on WordPress Elementor with Jet Engine as the basis, and then a bunch of other mostly Jet plugins, add-ons to sort of cover the filters, the complex functionality, and stuff like that. But then I showed it to my dad, and he's like, hold on, son, just take a look of this. It doesn't seem a lot, so by just looking at it, it already seems heavy. And I gave it a thought, and I agree with him. It indeed seems a lot heavier than I think it should be. So I don't want to seem like I'm betraying my own stack, but what we decided, even though I never built something like that, my dad has experience building custom software for his own for his cover band, and obviously it was a fun project, but I saw him do it, so we thought, no, fuck it, let's do it custom. So what we decided to do is we will be using, since I don't have programming experience, I mean, I can read code, but I don't just can fluently write it. So we decided that we will use the default Lovable stack, which is React plus Tailwind CSS. So what I will be doing is I will be mocking up the platform and prompting the platform MVP in Lovable. Then, and obviously when you vibe code something, it outputs a lot of noise. So you do have to clean it up, but it does. I mean, just based on the ideas I had, it took me about 2 hours to vibe code something like that, where you already have a directory, where you have the singular page, where you have the home page, etc. I mean, obviously it's very MVP-ish, and I did not work on the design at all, but I mean, you get the point. You can mock up something together quickly, and then import this into something like Cursor, that is more advanced as a vibe coding platform. And then in Cursor, my dad would be doing the cleanup and improving the platform. So we will use Tailwind components in Figma to first put it together in Figma, export those Figma files into those Figma designs into Lovable or directly into Cursor. Here I will tweak the functionality, and then we'll export it to Cursor, where my dad can go ahead and clean up the functionality, improve it, and so on. So I think this should work. Again, this is not my stack. I'm not familiar with it, but I'm honestly excited, because I always felt this limitation, since I don't come from a developer background, that for the rest of my life I will have to build WordPress sites just because I'm familiar with it. So yeah, hopefully it will be a learning experience for me, and potentially expand my horizons, and just for fun, even if it goes wrong, if we will not be able to handle it, there's always plan B, which is go with this heavy stack that I prepared here for WordPress, so which realistically would take around 2 months to build. So yeah, this is where we at right now. We'll keep going and keep those weekly updates coming.